Okay, are we good? Looks like we're live. Chat is up. Game seems to be working. Hello, everybody. My name's Chris Unlimited. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, so let's see. I would like to try today to see if I can get a couple of dubs with the building, even though I don't build. Because I have not won one in quite a while. Alright, let's get just kind of looking around seeing what they had, but the pug in the hoodie's good. And hello, Steven. Wait, am I on build? Yes, okay. Yeah, because I just want to try to get, like, just a regular dub, regular Fortnite. Just to see if it's still possible, because I'm thinking what's going on is everybody that doesn't like to build has just chosen the no build. And honestly, I'm thinking that that should just be like a limited time thing. Because the people that don't like to build can still not build in the building. But we'll see. Because honestly, you know, this being interesting. Walking through sand. Alright, boys, I've got to get back in the game here. Because I think I've only gotten one, maybe 2 wins this season. Because I got the umbrella. I got my umbrella, but I haven't gotten anything hardly over that. And that, you know, that obviously I'm thinking that was maybe because there was no build. Because I wasn't going against, you know, like normally what I, you know, see as normal Fortnite. Let me turn this down just a smidge. There we go. Crap. Okay. Crap, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Probably not, but I can go around here. There we go. We'll do it backwards. So normally we come in and this is the last thing we do. Now we'll make it the first thing we do. Take that. Give me a shotty. Is that the, yeah, stinger? Okay. Thermal scoped assault rifle. Ooh. I don't know what I was thinking. It does have decent range though. God, I took damage coming off the hill. Striker burst. Kind of gotten used to striker bursts, which is unfortunate. Okay, combat SMG, good. Let's go see what's upstairs. Sidearm pistol. Shields. Alright, we're gonna get out of here. You go find something to heal. Isn't there a campfire over here? There was one slightly back there. One over here, though. Excuse you. Let's go back this way, Jesus. We ever make it out this way? There's gotta be a way, though, right? It's gotta be a way. I don't normally travel over here. Too much crap going on over there, I tell you. Good Lord. Okay. Is that better? Alright, give us a minute. We good? Where are we headed? Okay. Tank. Did you blow up your own tank? Yeah. Sitting up there, think I don't see you? I would have had a sniper, man. That would have been so much better. So much better. Yeah, stick your head out here again. Come on. Come on, stick your head out. Go ahead, go ahead. God, we're gonna have to move. Hopefully that guy got the same idea. No, you guys stay over there and be loud and proud. I'm going. I'm going. Good God, we gotta go through. Ooh. Going around. Going around, going around. Crap. Sounds like bots. You can keep him. Keep going, bots. Okay. We know this place pretty well. Yeah, we also know it's open. Okay. Should be able to see me. How did you see me, sir? I mean, you can see a bullet coming out of a bush, but he knew, like, exactly right where I was. I should have shut up and just not drawn attention, but the point is he shouldn't be able to see me. If they're gonna make the bushes where you can see through them regardless, then what's the point of the bushes? Alright, I'm getting cocky. I'm getting cocky. I'm getting there and I'm trying to get these kills that are like way off, and I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting you just need to go to the last one. I just need to be stealthy. I need to throw that out of my head. Need to quit being like, let's mess with people and let's just, you know, get in there and get the kill like we need. Alright, we're gonna land at our favorite spot and see where we go from there. Better not be landing the same spot I'm landing. people jump out on you. It's like, Jesus. Jesus. Jeez, people, leave me alone. Yeah, what am I gonna have for dinner tonight? It is Tuesday. Shall we partake in the Taco Tuesday? Yeah, I may send the wife to pick up some tacos. I may text her that here in a minute, be like, you want a Taco Tuesday, baby? And she'll be like, see. It's actually one of those times like, man, I wish she was watching me. She'd be like, see. Then she texts me and be like, yeah, baby, let's get some tacos. I'm like, yeah. It's alright, though. It's alright. Do I want that thing? Not really. It's kind of limited into what it can do. I mean, it even can't hit people very well. Yay, I leveled up. Level up. Stinger, yeah. Probably take that over that, unfortunately. Alright, I need something of the assault rifles in there. Flavor. Also move that over there. Yeah, that's gone the minute I find a sniper rifle. Yeah. Hello. Got 10 points, but could be the 10 that saves you. Alright. Yeah, is this just a lazy Tuesday? Is anybody really on? No? No, I need to go this way. I need to get an assault rifle. Come on, man. Help me out. You gave me all my other stuff, but I just need a assault rifle. An assault rifle. Still say we need to pick up more than one of those. Okay, we have an assault rifle. You know what? I've gotten semi-used to them. They're not my favorite, but we'll take them. There, somebody's getting in trouble. They just send some crap your way. Because it's fun. Alright, and we're gonna stealth this. Okay. I still say you'd bring back Mole Patrol. Mole Patrol, they'll dig it on the double. Yeah, would anybody really care that Daily Bugle's going down? Oh my god, they're going down. It's like, if it's outside the circle, no thank you. It's never a hot spot for me to land anyway. We loaded? Yep. Okay. Stealthy. Bush camping. It's another good push over there. Guess we'll see where the storm leads us. Where the storm leads. It is quite chilly today. Somebody's out there. Being loud and proud. Crap, we gotta move. I was completely not paying attention, sitting there for a couple minutes going, ah, so nice to be comfortable in the bush. Completely oblivious to the fact that, yeah, we now have to go around Tilted Towers. And my bounty's in front of me. Well, okay then. It'll probably be the one that takes me out. Crap, we gotta move, we gotta move. Oh, I really don't wanna. Yeah, forget that. We're gone. Oh. Alright, we're in the top 10. Top 8. He acted like he saw me, so I was like, you know what? No. Top 5. Ooh, there's a chest over there. A big one. No, we're gonna play it stealthy. Okay, we reloaded already. Good. Good, good. God, my shots are off today. Stick your head out. Come on. Oh, you're already out? Yeah, you better run. I mean, it was a pretty good trap setup, but... Nah. As much as I really want to. I'm gonna go collect that loot. She picked over. Now, this is me making a mistake. You know I'm gonna be the one that's gonna get caught. Ooh. There and back again. A bush camper's tale. Top 4. Top 3. Oh man. My sinuses start kicking up. Top 2. Who got who? The oh. You got a tank back there? He's back there healing. I see you. I didn't do it. He was too far away. Good game, though. Good game. Top 2. I came close. Came close. Would hit, but would have got better sniper shots. We would been all right. Oh, it was good. Top 2. Top 2. Second place, I guess, can't really complain about if you're in it. If you're in it for the long haul. Bam, bam, bam. There's a lot of people going to Sanctuary today. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Yeah, I didn't do what I wanted it to do. Like, hold up. Might as well not just assume I want that. It's like the drum, yeah. Why does it not pick up the ammo? Only a complete fool would leave that sitting there. Hello. Full on shields. Yeah, but might. Unless I find a spray, that'll work. You'd have shields where you can just like dump them on your head or something. You know? I mean, I really don't want to be replacing that, but that I guess would be alright. Why? I guess we're gonna use that as a really bad sniper rifle. No. Give me the ammo. Oh, camping in a bush. Camping in a bush. I have to take a break here after this one, boys. It's nature's calling. And she's not one to be put on hold. Ah, crap. Yeah, we can either swim it or we can boat it. Yeah, we'll just wait here. See where the storm goes. I'm sure it's going to go more by Camp Cuddle, but might go by Command Cave Cavern. Might roll this way. We don't know. Yeah, on second thought, maybe not. Maybe I'll run just a little bit further. And there's old Bruce. Yeah, we haven't seen him in a while. There's Bruce. Hey, Bruce, how's it going? Getting some lunch? Okay. Anyone I know? Yeah, we're definitely gonna take a break after this one. Just for a little bit. A few minutes. It is cold in here. It's cold, cold, cold. Bruce, I'm a friend, not food. Remember that. Might as well use it here. Yeah, I almost shot him, but I was like, nah. We'll let him do its thing. You do your thing. Go out there and you be loud and proud. I'm just gonna... Crap, I'm gonna die. That's what I'm gonna do. Somebody loud and proud. Crap. So many people left. Right on me, really? In the open, I don't like this. No bush. Bush. Somebody's been knocking trees down. Yeah, you go over there and get the last guy. You go ahead. We're just gonna be stealthy. We're just gonna stay here. Gonna be safe in the bush. And wait for that guy. Circle. You have failed me for the last time. Alright, where you at, buddy? Right there, huh? Oh, he got me! Oh, drum shotgun too? Yeah. You had the purple. Man, I don't know how I didn't quite clip him, but that was good. That was good. Dang it, I should have waited a minute for him to walk up a little closer and then just... Oh, all right, boys. I'm gonna take a break here for just a minute. Like I said, nature's calling and she ain't wanting to be put on hold. Bear with me here just a minute, boys. We will get back to this here and do what we got to do. But I will be right back. Alright, boys, we're back. Sorry about the longer pause, but you know, you gotta put your taco order in. I mean, that's just the way it is. You ask yourself, what day is it? Oh, it's Tuesday. You gotta get your taco order in. I mean, come on now. Oh, okay. Well, I'm getting situated here. I don't know why, but it's like, pfft, some days your do-rag just don't want to work with you. Oh, but anyway, hey, Fortnite, way to go. Big thanks. You know, give yourself a round of applause. 144 million raised for the Ukrainian Relief Fund. I noticed that we had that thing pop up for Mystery at Croft Manor. Does that mean we're getting Tomb Raider? For the Croft Manor, you know, Laura Croft. Anyway, let's get back into trying to get some dubs, shall we? Am I live? I think I'm live. You know what? Thursday, couldn't even tell you. Pretty sure I'm half dead, just, you know, dragging around here. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. Everybody's fine. Let me check. Yep. Which is good. You know, I've noticed, for some reason, it may just be Twitch or whatever, but it seems like when I play Fortnite, I mean, I usually get a lot more kids finding me and whatnot, but yeah, like Twitch, not really a big thing. The majority of them are on on YouTube. And although I have posted a few YouTube videos to Facebook gaming, like actually posted the video on the gaming, I haven't actually done anything with Facebook other than make a page and be like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I don't know, the Facebook video thingy doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It really doesn't. I don't know why, I just don't. Oh god, okay, this is gonna be a bad run. I can tell. But yeah, like the whole like interface and whatnot makes zero sense to me. Kinda like YouTube makes sense, but only in terms of videos. Live streams, you can't really find people. Even if you click on like the gaming thing or whatever. I don't know how people find me on YouTube, I really don't. Because I've tried to find people. Just randomly just search like a game or something, and it's not, oh, it's not very, what do you call it? It's not very user-friendly. That's the term I'm thinking of that's not really applicable, but yeah. Yeah, we're out of here. But yeah. So I don't know what's going up with that. I mean, I know Twitch, you can find people real easy. You click on a game, you can see everybody that's playing it, but problem is on Twitch though, you've got hundreds of people, thousands of people at any given moment playing Fortnite. Which I get, you're never going to be found that way. But, so yeah, I'm thinking that's probably why I don't get a lot of Twitch watchers when I'm playing Fortnite. Either that or it's Tuesday and people are looking for tacos, I don't know. But, oh well, we'll take what we can get. Yeah, it's kind of funny because I think this game both hurts and helps you. Because it's like, a lot of people are alienated from it. They don't like Fortnite. But there's a lot of people out there that do like Fortnite. And it's like you're caught when you play Fortnite between people that like it and people that don't. So I try to, you know, with my streams, I do try to play a lot of different games. Just so I can find stuff that people like. That, and I never know what's fun, you know? Like the other day I was playing this horror game. It was the most relaxing game I've ever played. Like, it actually alleviated stress. I didn't even know I had stress on my neck until I was playing the game. It was like, and it was like, wow. It was an amazing thing. So sometimes you get pleasantly surprised with games. And I like to play weird stuff. Because honestly, you know, I'm the generic gamer. I'm the gamer that goes to the used game stores and buys whatever's cheap, you know. My library, about to say laboratory. My library is basically games that I got cheap. And that's how I play. And it's like, I may not always get the most newest, hottest title, but there have been an occasion where circumstances were great and I got the newest, hottest title, spent the $60 on it, and then was like, why did I buy this? Because it's not any fun. And I hate that. Sometimes you can do better just with some random game that you didn't even hear about, you know, never heard of. And it can be the most fun game you've ever played. And then other times it's like, well, you weren't playing this, so you missed out. And it's like, eh. Now, back in the day, you know, a friend of mine, I had the, I don't need that thing. You know, when I was first getting trying to decide what next-gen platform I wanted, he talked to me and he's like, hey, get the Xbox. Because it's like Xbox or PlayStation. He's like, well, we play more on the Xbox. I was like, okay. So I got that, and I got Modern Warfare 2. You know, and this is my friend Nemesis, of course. He's like, yeah, we've been playing on that for quite a while. And we did. Every weekend we were hitting it. And it was cool. I'm not hanging out with him and one of his online buddies. And we'd play. Well, unfortunately, Nemesis likes the PlayStation better. I mean, I guess not unfortunately, but it's unfortunate to us playing together because there's so many things that we miss out on because they're not cross-compatible or weren't cross-compatible at the time. And you know, and it's like you just have to suck it up. And but yeah, it's like, so that's why I play just a lot of weird games, because it's like I never know what's going to be fun. You know, some games are worth a playthrough once. Some games are not worth a playthrough at all. So that's what goes with everything, though. But yeah, I try to shake it up. And I do sort of kind of play Fortnite. Sometimes I play it for fun, but usually I'm playing it on here because I'm trying to get more people. Even if they are kids, I don't mind. Yeah, I knew it. But he didn't go back to his tank to try to save it. Yeah, I should have just rolled with my shotgun. I would have had him. Oh, well. No, you ain't gonna hit that from there. You need that big bazooka I had in the other room. Oh, well. Yeah, I had to stop and put my taco order in, damn it. Gotta get your taco order in. It's Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Ah, I missed. No. How dare you? Oh. Pulling on a ball. Like, how dare you make me miss? Am I unmuted and everything? I don't even know. We took a break for just a minute so I could use the restroom and ask my wife, hey, you want to go to Taco Bell? Taco Tuesday. I'm feeling like a Taco Supreme. I'm not playing like a Taco Supreme, though. And no Supreme about this plan, I tell you. I'm playing more like a bean burrito. Just kind of lay there, and although delicious, you'd never say, hey, that's Supreme plan. I don't know why, you know, normally I eat like, I'm kind of in the mood for soft shell tacos today. But they're a little bit harder for me to eat, so I'll just go with the crunchies. But yeah, it's like, even that would be good right now. I mean, honestly, if I was making it home, I'd just be like, you know how it is, you grab a tortilla and you just fill it. Just like, give me some meat and cheese and maters. Maybe even some olives if I feel like it. But yeah, the hard shell ones are just easier to eat. For me, anyway. Well, hold on a minute. Thank you. Ooh, do I want to take... Nah, I got two kegs there. It'll be okay. Just keg. Need some more firepower. It's getting some rangers, that's all I'm getting. What you got? I got a ranger. It's got range, man. So yeah, happy Taco Tuesday to everyone. May your tacos be plentiful. Combat SMG, don't mind if I do. And if you don't celebrate Taco Tuesday today, then why not? It's Tuesday. You know you want the tacos. Although I will admit, usually, like, you know, back in the day when I could eat, if I went to Taco Bell, I want something I can't do at home. You know, it kind of annoys me a little bit if you go to a restaurant to order something you could have made at home. I don't know why. It's like, you know, I mean, back in the day, I had my fair share of, like, cheeseburgers and stuff from, you know, various burger joints, which you could make at home. Tacos are okay. That's right, Baba. Tacos are okay. I mean, you know, you could get like a, you know, go to a good restaurant, you know, a good Mexican restaurant and get like steak taco something or other, or, you know, chicken taco something or other, or even like a fajita, or, you know, something fancy, you know, something good and fancy, you know. But I mean, it's Taco Tuesday. I don't know. Usually if I tell somebody, hey, it's Taco Tuesday, I could very well be having fajitas. Yeah. Just like, hey, it's Taco Tuesday. Let's make it fancy. Taco fajitas. Oh, somebody poached my bounty. So yeah, tacos are just fine. You know, I often wondered, like, just like being the just American kid that I was. And this was a thought I had as a child, so, you know, it's like, okay, well, you know, we have hamburgers, you know, right? We got ground beef, that's what I was looking for. Oh, is that a heavy? Yeah, they got the heavy sniper rifles back. Holy crap. But like, are they really considered like common food? Because like, you know, you think America, you think cheeseburgers, you know. You think Mexico, you think tacos and various other things. Yeah, I know, poor Steven. The minute I came on, please, like, I'm not today, man. I'm just trying to get my solo wins. I think I've only gotten like one, maybe two wins since the chapter started. Or not chapter, the season 2 here, and I'm like, holy crap, I'm doing poorly. I've gotten two second places today. I could not pull it for the clutch there. Put a fuel filter on, nice. Well, I hope it's one of those easy ones, like which just got the clips, you know, that you just put it in between two rubber hoses and not like some really drawn out thing. You gotta take the gas tank off. Oh, how far am I from that is a good question. Let me check after this round. Because I literally have not checked it today. I want to say I was in the 3rd tier the last time I leveled up. Well, because I like to buy the cheap stuff to get me down there further. But honestly, it really doesn't matter because you wind up having to buy everything to get into the last one anyway. The way they have the system set up, it looks like you can game the system, but you can't. I think I'm only like level 3 and you got to get to 10, so. But yeah, we got to check. Hose clamps, excellent, excellent. I had was it my car? Might have been my dad's car. He got one of these. Now keep in mind, we get like what's cheap, so you for whatever reason, sometimes you just come across a deal that is a good deal for you, but usually it's, you know, somebody trying to get rid of something that's causing them trouble. Then it winds up in my family for some reason. When it comes to vehicles, anyway. That was like the case of my dad, like every time. He'd be like, oh, I found this car for $300. What's wrong with it? Oh, nothing. The guy was just tired of it. What's wrong with it? Come to find out later, you know, they put like 90 weight oil in it to keep it from knocking and stuff like that, you know. Stuff like that. And yeah, it was like, God, we were always getting those lemons. Because they'd price them right, you know. They knew what they had. They knew what they were getting rid of. You'd never find this guy, you know. The ground's extremely hot. Well, you know, you could come here. The ground's about frozen because of this wonderful 30-degree weather we keep having, like in the evenings. Grr. But yeah, be careful out there. Don't scald yourself. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, you're on a parking lot too in the middle of California, ain't you? I definitely would. You know, as nice as people say, oh, California, you know, there's spots in California where it's 70 degrees all year round. BS, no. Huh. It is hot there. Same way with Florida. It's like it's extremely hot. I mean, we might hit hundreds every once in a while, but the main thing that kills me is humidity. It's like, Jesus. I'm not sure you get away from that even in California, do you? I'm an indoor person. Let's just... The older I get, the more indoorsy I am. Because I used to like to go camping. Especially not with my health conditions, but no. I miss the singing bass they used to have in the game. I used to love to you do like an emote in front of them, and they'd flop and sing. And it gets to see the humidity. If I could find a spot that was warm, you know, like 70s all year round, no humidity, I'd be in heaven. Matter of fact, if I ever found out that I'm living in a place, I'm pretty sure I would assume I'm dead. You know, just because it's like, yeah, this doesn't exist. Yeah, that humidity kills me. I can't breathe. Then they say, go to Arizona. It's a dry heat. Yeah, it's like a bonfire. Actually, I don't know. I've never been there. I hear the humidity is not high, but still, though, when you're facing 120 degrees, I don't know how comfortable that would be. But with no humidity, I don't know. I just don't think I'm ever going to find a place that I'm just comfortable. And I would really, really like to be out of this apartment by the time our summer hits. Yeah, avoid the Philippines. Yeah, no problem. I don't think I'm ever going to leave the U.S. And I mean, I went to Canada once. It's okay. But yeah, I don't feel a need to be in an area where it could possibly snow like 2 feet of snow in one sitting. No, thank you. Where you have to have like escape hatches on your roof to get out? No. No, thank you. Hold still, buddy. Dang it! He would have waited half a minute. And like, hold on there. Pew! It's like he glitched, like he stopped. Oh, hello. Did you just boing? Oh crap. My controller drifted. I gotta watch that. That's gonna get me killed. Big time. I gotta get on the move. So is the changing of the fuel filter the equivalent of like working on your yard, you know? It's how you're like RV camping in the middle of a parking lot. It's like, oh, I better go out and take care of the fuel filter. Yeah. I better go out and take care of the lawn. Yeah. Ah, geez. I really don't want the thermal. Shoots like crap. That is not what I want to do. Thank you very much. We'll take this for a second, though. Okay, that man right there needs to not own a vehicle. He poured water in the tank, thought it was gasoline. Really? I mean, the idiot that my ex married when she moved him into our house, while we were still married, I might add. He decided one day to run the van without the oil cap on. They couldn't find it. They said, "Oh, that must have happened when, my daughter put some oil in for me." And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna have to order a part." First, I thought they were talking about dipstick, and then they're like talking about the thing. I'm like, so I went out there a few days later, like after they'd almost driven it all week. I'd add oil into it like every other day because the cap was off. You just can't smell. How do you get confused on that? But yeah, I went out there with my daughter because they kept being like, "Oh, it's her fault. She lost it." Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, this is, yeah. Even the mom, even my ex, is like, "Oh, well, she must have lost it." I'm like, okay, first of all, I know my daughter. I've trained her better than that. I said, you guys were probably looking at something. You went to check something and you left it off. I went out there. I had my daughter help me pop the hood, obviously, because I'm disabled. But because we were going somewhere, and it's just me and her. And I popped the hood, and it was sitting there. It was upside down, like right where the hood about where the hood latch was. I said, "Yeah, these are the idiots that are. This is the idiot that your mom wants to be with. No thanks." Just can't. Well, my question is, it's like, was it in a gas can? Why is there water in a gas can? It's usually like if you got, I've seen water cans, like jerry cans with water. They're usually like blue. They're not red. You gonna jingle bells me? Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be like... Yeah, that kind of, yeah. I mean, if you had a can that looked like a gas can and somebody told me, yeah, that's a gas can, I mean, are you going to not trust them? I mean, I'd believe it. Sorry, I don't mean to pick on him and say he's an idiot, but I mean, it's like, good lord. Yeah, what's that guy do for a living? He's a mechanic? Nope. Yeah, that guy, no. That'd be like my son, be like, what's in this can? He's like, oh, gas. Yeah, let's check that out. Looks like water to me, son. Here, let's get a little test patch going on the ground. Okay, light it. It won't light? Yeah, that's water. Thick white fire. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, yeah. I gotcha, yeah. There's only so much you can yell about, right? Oh my. I got him, yay! Oh, yo, he would have had me. If he had hit me, he would have had me. Finally! I get to bring out the dub counter today, yay! Headshot, yeah, I got a good shot on that one. That was all that was. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of aggravating though when you get like, oh, wait. Yeah, we need to return. We need to return, and I need to get my dub counter up. I was so excited. I was like, yay! All right, get the dubs. We got the ones. Woohoo! We got the ones. All right, let's see if Doctor Strange is up yet. All right, go over to Battle Pass. All right, so we got 20. We got page 1, page 2. We're up to page 3. Oh no, we're up to page 4. Up page 5? Oh, we actually okay. We unlocked page 5. Let me get my V-Bucks first. Okay, so we're halfway there. We're halfway there. Okay. Now, how many do I need? I need 9 more rewards. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're getting there. We're getting there. See, it's like I don't really care for a lot of these like skins, like the anime girl. I'm never gonna play that more than likely. You know, any of the anime girls, I'm not gonna play. I play my certain ones I like, and that's it. Okay. That looks like a really messed up Iron Man. Alright, so do we get all the cheapies? Yeah. Okay, 4 is a cheapie here, but you have to unlock the other thing. And you have to claim all those. It's like, I mean, we're gonna get them eventually, but... Alright, so we got a 3. I'll take that. I don't want it, but I'll take it. We got the 3. Take that. I really don't care for that. Or this. But it's cheap. A normal 5-minute job, but it takes an hour. Oh, that poor old man. That's me, though. That's... Now, like the mechanical stuff, I can do pretty quick and pretty easy. It's just now getting me to there, and yeah. And a doctor. And he can read minds. So he's Dr. Fate Strange. Gotcha. Remember when the comic books amalgamated and yeah, you had Dr. Fate Strange? He was an amalgamation of Dr. Fate and Dr. Strange, or Dr. Strange Fate. Oh, was it? I want to say it's Dr. Fate Strange, though. They didn't actually go with Strange Fate, which would have been a better name. Dr. Fate Strange. He was an amalgam of both, and he was the only one that could see that the universe was thrown together. I didn't read a lot of the amalgam comics, though. I did like some of the ideas, though. Dark Claw, you know, was Wolverine and Batman mixed together. Yeah. You know, he's a millionaire orphan, but also had the healing factor in the claws. Yeah. Like, whoa, what? Huh? Yeah, so he's a millionaire orphan, you know, grew up, he had a healing factor. I don't know the whole origins, but basically, like, imagine if Bruce Wayne if Logan was living Bruce Wayne's life, not wife, was living his life, and still got abducted and put in the Weapon X program, but then decided to, decided to become a vigilante out of it, bring justice and strike fear into the hearts of it's like, yeah. So you got Wolverine with his healing factor and the whole Weapon X thing. But he's living the life of Bruce Wayne. So yeah, it was interesting. The character itself drawn up looked amazing. Imagine Batman with a slight Wolverine makeover and like black, like claws coming out of his, black, It never got along well. Yeah. I mean, I hear you. I'm just waiting on my ex to blow through this youngin' and move on to somebody with money. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen, She's an idiot, but we'll see. I don't know, this guy's got his hooks in pretty deep. I don't know why, 'cause she didn't really have money. The only money she might have had was something my son should be getting. Which, if she's touched that, I'm getting my son a lawyer when he turns 18. Because that was coerced. But that's okay. We'll cross that, we'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a dub. We have a dub. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna go in here. Why, hello. But yeah, those are the only two things I can remember from the amalgam. You got Doctor Fate Strange, which again, Strange Fate would probably be a better name. Or was it Strange Fate? I'm thinking it was Fate Strange. And then you had Dark Claw. I know they had a few more mixed in, but I don't remember. Those are the only two that my memory is like, oh yeah, I remember that. Mainly because I remember seeing the cover for Dark Claw, and I was like, that looks epic. They took Wolverine, they put him in a Batman costume. Yes. Now that would strike terror in the face of it. Into your enemies. I mean, just... Honestly, I see, I didn't buy them. That's the thing. It's like when DC and Marvel merged like that for a few years because they needed a gimmick. I'm like, I hate it when they do gimmicks. And that one right there, that was the gimmick. And I'm like, nah. I honestly don't know if those would even be worth money now, just because. I mean, usually in comic books, the one-off things are the ones that make the most money, but they were just a money grab for the companies. I mean, obviously they were hurting and trying to do something that was going to generate a little revenue, but it's like you went too far, And it was short run. It was short-lived. But yeah, I was like, what? But that was in the time where it was like, comic book, those things, like, comic book stores were on the way out. Like, there was one guy that owned a comic book store. We got to sort of kind of be semi-good friends with him, but obviously we weren't rich, so we couldn't really buy comic books. But this is about the time I moved to Missouri and, was getting at the end of high school, and we'd stop by and we'd talk to him, and he'd show us the new stuff coming out, but he wasn't making money because None of the kids had pocket money like that were buying comic books. So nobody's buying comic books anymore. He went out of business because he couldn't do it anymore. And was like, man, that sucks. At the same time, you know, like, so we started seeing comic books basically like at Walmart, like handfuls of them. And that's what was, that was like, I was like, just thinking to myself, man, if this is the comic book store for kids now, that kind of sucks. You know? Because they have very limited selection and nobody's really there, you know, like comic book store you're used to, you know? But yeah, it's like, man, now everything's online, you know, and I had one online that I like to order from, but comic books got to the point where it's like, I don't know, they weren't like comic books anymore. And that's really hard to describe, but as somebody who was collecting them, basically they started getting mid to late 90s. So you had the amalgam thing, but it was like they were coming out, they were redoing comic books. Like it seemed to me every other month, like there was a number, the 0 or a number 1 of a comic book that you had either been reading for a long time or whatever, and they just basically like reboot it back to the 0 single digits. And but they were all doing it constantly. And you know, as comic book collectors, you know, I understood why they were doing it, because they wanted everybody to buy the number 1, because everybody's always trying to buy the, you know, the number 1. Oh, there's a llama. Move it. But they're always trying to get the number 1 comic, because, oh, that's the one that's worth money. And I hated it because they really dropped the ball on a lot of like the stories, you know. Spider-Ham is a parody, but it also was a decent comic book. You know what I'm saying? I had number 1 or number 3, or my dad had that. I don't know where, if he still has it, I don't know. Because I thought I collected his comic books into my collection at one point, but none of those I remember going through my comics were in there. Yeah, he had like Spider-Ham number 1 or number 3. It was amazing. But yeah, I mean, it was a parody, but it was also like, it took itself very serious. Like, what are some more comics that are kind of like that? There were a lot of like kiddie comic like that, and it was funny, but they went with it like it was a real thing, and it was great, you know. At the same time, if you were like a big Spider-Man fan, you would understand. Like you got a lot more of the jokes or what was considered to be the humor in it, you know. But yeah, it was a good comic. I was kind of glad to see him in the, you know, the multiverse thing they did, because it was funny. But yeah, I mean that I don't think it made it long. That's just one of those things where it's like, I mean, you would have originally started off thinking, hey, that's a crack comic book, but no. Yeah, with Peter Porker. Yeah. As Spider-Ham. Now, see, that right there, even if it's a limited run, was fun. And that definitely is something like, hey, I want to collect that. But yeah, I kind of, you know, I had a few comic books that I bought during the 90s, but that's when I kind of quit doing comic books. And the reason why was because they kept resetting everything. Wasn't for the fact that they were redoing stories or they were redoing this or that. It was just because they wanted to put out as many number 1 and number 2 and single digit issues as they could. Uncanny X-Men, yeah. See, my cousin also collected comic books. He was like 12 years older than me, and he had a decent collection of like X-Men. So he had like every X-Men you could think of. He had the Uncanny X-Men, like single digits all the way up to into the hundreds. He had shoot. But yeah, he had a lot of those. You're done. And I would go over to his house, or I'd be visiting like in Chicago, and I would read some of them because his collection was at my grandma and grandpa's house. He even asked wanted me to help him like organize it, and I tried, but this was before the day of computers where I could have really been a better help to him, but yeah, they had some really cool things. But yeah, it was like they had Uncanny X-Men, the Classic X-Men. I actually had Classic X-Men like 1 and 2. Which is kind of weird because it wasn't oh, that's cool. Look at that statue. What the heck? Oh my god, what the heck? We have the stone people now. But yeah, I don't remember names of people that would write them, honestly, or like the artists. Because even though I collected them for the story or for like the characters, not the writers, which sounds stupid because if you were into it, you knew about these things. I never did. That part of it wasn't interesting to me. I was in it more for like the art, even though I didn't pay attention to the artists. But and the stories. I love the stories. But yeah, it's like so many different things and reasons to collect comic books and whatnot. And 20 years later, you've got these comic books and you kept them in okay condition, and they're not even worth 10 cents more than what you paid for them. That was just sad. Because a lot of these, especially in the 90s, comic books were like $2 something a piece. So it was like, like two and a half for a book, and it's like, well, what's it worth? Oh, 50 cents. So basically the paper and the ink it was printed, And not that you collect them because you're trying to make the money. But that was always like in the back of your mind. It's like, well, this will be worth something someday. Nope. I know very few people that collected the comic books actually for the stories. My cousin might have been, even he, I don't think read all of them. Get her. But he would collect the numbers, right? So he tried to make sure he had like the collections. Now he had so many of them that you could actually read a story to its arc finish, and then they'd do something else and continue on with something else. But it was hard. That's another thing with comic books. It's like, if you're reading them for the stories, you might not always get the story because you missed them. You miss one. And it's like, dang it. That's why they became collectible to begin with, because people were trying to get them stories, but obviously there were limited runs on certain ones. And Adams drew it, yeah. And I'm sure he's probably done more than just that too, but I wouldn't, just to call out a name, I wouldn't know who they are. That's how bad of a comic book collector I was. I failed. But yeah, it's like, that's another thing, like as a kid, I would throw me off. It's like, if you're like, oh, I read X-Men, it's like, well, which one? Yeah. And sometimes the origins of certain characters would be changed depending on which one you read. Like, does really? You know? Oh yeah, all PDF now. It's like, what is the point of that? You don't have that. It's digital and you can read them, but you don't have that extra, ooh, you know? I always like, I like to read them, I like the art, but I always like the fact that it's like, oh, this might be worth something someday. You know, that was, I don't know why that has to be a part of it, but it is. Because, you know, you always hear about, ooh, because I was going to, you know, I was going to have these cool books that I saved up and, you know, they were going to be gifts to my kids because they'll be worth money. They never were. None of this, basically, you know, as I got older, I just come to realize that obviously I liked them and was, you know, trying to get the stories, but nothing I owned would ever be worth anything because I owned it. So that's kind of how it's like, well, if it's something I owned, it's definitely not worth any money. You know? But yeah, could you imagine be like, hey, I've got all the PDFs. They're rare. Yeah, the Secret Wars, yeah. I mean, it'd be one thing if they were their own comic, but because they were running through everybody's. Ah, dang it. Well, you know, if I shut up, he might have ran through me. Yeah. Or it was continued in, you know, like Avengers West Coast or something, you know, like, because they carried over because they were trying to boost sales and all of their, and that's all it was. Anything they made like that was just because they were having a comic book that was low on sales, so they were trying to boost its numbers so it didn't get killed. That was so stupid. I mean, it's one thing to like be like, hey, but yeah, those were always stupid. But it's a secret, yeah. But they did that on DC side as well. Especially, it was like the death of Superman. His whole fight for Doomsday, you know, took place through Superman, Man of Steel, Superman Action Comics, Justice League of America, Justice League West Coast. You know, I mean, it was like, because he went from like one coast to the other, grabbing onto this guy and trying to kill him. You know, trying to stop him from wreaking havoc. And depending on what he was like, yeah. But yeah, I got like the book, you know, the bigger book. Excuse me, I can't say God. I don't have any of my crap. But I used to have, you know, the book of Death of Superman. And it had all of the comic books. Like on the back of it, when you flipped it over, it was like 12 to 14 comics all across the board, you know, from, it was like one in every series. And then, you know, the one where he finally actually died was like Man of Steel something or other. When you moved, yeah. Hey, Francisco. Hello, welcome to stream. Yeah, we're just talking about comic books. Man, I can't hit. But yeah, I didn't like that either. And it's like, if you were a collector and you had them in order, you wouldn't get necessarily the Secret War in order. So like, you would have your comic books like, or let's say, you know, like all your numbers through there. But if you wanted to keep like the Secret War as its own collection, you would have to buy 2 copies. I know some people that did that. It's like, oh, this is part of Secret Wars. I need 2 of that. Because they kept it organized. It's like me, I could barely afford 1, you know? But it's one of those things I think that's not going to be... You know, they have web comics now made by indie artists and different things like that. And I don't see kids sitting down reading comic books anymore. Like, they'd rather be out, you know, like playing a video game, which is what we do, but... I wouldn't mind having a couple of the neater, you know, episodes of comic books and whatnot. Ah. Killed myself. I should have moved over. And that generated 4. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. See, because after the death of Superman, then there were 4 main Superman titles. There was like Superman, Superman Man of Steel, Superman Son of Krypton, and Action Comics Superman. And what they did was like the regular Superman, the Man of Steel, became Steel, which is, you know, they did the Shaq movie, you know, Steel, but that's based on that. So there was this guy that's like junkyard owner basically, who was saved by Superman one time, and he wanted to keep on his, you know, keep his good will and whatnot going. So he built himself a steel suit, kind of like an Iron Man suit, you know, and it was basically did the like, what was it, John Henry? The steel driving man? Yeah, he basically had like a hammer like that, which was cool. It had kind of a cool look to it. But, you know, he became the steel. And then they had Superboy, which was one of the other ones, which the government made a clone of Superman with this kid they found on the streets. Basically cloned his DNA into the kid, and the kid had all his powers. And then there was the Terminator Superman, which was just, I think that was straight just Superman. It was the robot version of Superman that the government had under control. And then there was Superman, you know, Last Son of Krypton, which was actually, you know, him, where his robots in the Fortress of Solitude collected his essence and basically remade him. So technically he's still the original, but it's like, because they had this big long drawn out thing after his death too, how you know, his dad was questioning how they raised him, because they're like, what if his species doesn't view death like we do? You know, he's like, what if they don't die like we do? What if they don't just, you know, quit and that's it? And so there was this big one where Jonathan Kent was, you know, he had a heart attack and like was in the hospital, but he, you know, in this state, he was able to, you know, meet his son, you know, Clark there, and tell him, son, the world still needs you, and kind of brought him back to Earth. It was like, what? But yeah, it was like, it was kind of weird. It got really weird. But yeah, we had the 4 Supermen, and, well, 3 Supermen and 1 Superboy. And so the essence of Superman were basically brought back into, like, collected from the atmosphere when he died by his robots, and they basically brought enough of him in that his consciousness and everything came back, and then that sought out the body that was buried and fused itself back into it and became Superman again. But through the process, he lost like a lot of his humanity, so to speak. I mean, he was still the superhero we all knew and loved, but he he had this ability to become uncorporeal now, and he didn't start being Clark Kent again because he didn't need to be. And basically, like, you know, the whole, you know, he took a very long time to get that humanity back, which I think they eventually put back into him. I kind of quit reading after that, but yeah, it was like he was now just Superman, no more Clark Kent, no more of the, you know, pretending to be something he wasn't, and, you know. And of course, in this state, he got his body back, he got all of his power back, he killed the Terminator one from the government. He asked, oh, there was one more Superman in that too. It was just this homeless guy who put on his Superman t-shirt and was like, I'm going to do good in the world, and started trying to become a vigilante, but he's really bad at it. So when Superman came back, first thing he did was he killed off the Terminator Superman. Then he talked to the hobo, and he asked him, he's like, I'm back now. You don't have to do this. I don't want you getting hurt in my name. So the hobo was like, all right, man, you keep doing your stuff. And he's like, I will. And then he had a talk with the Superboy, because basically they're both like the same now. And he's like, I don't know why he ran him off. It's like, you know, I'm Superman. You know, I forget the thing they talked about. And the boy was like, well, I'll just fly off onto another Earth then. And basically that's what he did. He went to a different Earth. It's like, how do you even know that exists, you know? But their parting was the kid's like, he's like, well, where are you going to go? He's like, I'll just fly. And he's like, well, where are you headed? And he's like, well, second star to the right, straight out until morning. And he's like, Peter Pan. He's like, Peter Pan. No, that's a Star Trek reference. I remember that in the comic books because I had that one. Because I got like the first, like not all of them after that. And that's basically Superman running around cleaning up the place. But yeah. And then Steel, what is it? He had a talk with Steel. And, you know, again, Steel was kind of like the hobo. He did keep it up for a while, but then he just stopped. Because, you know, Superman is back in the world now. They didn't need him to be an extra Superman, so. But yeah, there were technically 5 if you count the homeless guy with the t-shirt. No, but he also grabbed Doomsday and basically chained him to the dark side of the moon. I was like, yeah. Spoiler alert. After the fact, but yeah. But yeah, it was kind of interesting to see the different Supermen. And of course, then while he was doing this, right, when he was just getting back into his body, he was like all blue. So like he would be like this non-corporeal like blue, and then he was looking the same but red, looking a little more solid until they decided to come back to just straight Superman again. I still don't understand that one. He looked like an energy being. But yeah, of course, that's all from memory from the comic books. It's like, I don't think I got much of that wrong, but yeah, the gist of it was, you know, he's Superman now. But yeah, and then the kid, the Superboy that they genetically made, which again, I'm not sure why, he just flew off. He went to a different Earth. But he joined like Teen Titans of another Earth or something, and I was like, yeah. And that was the first time I remember seeing like Superboy into like a Teen Titan, but I know they'd crossed paths before because Teen Titans basically, you know, the original was like Robin and several others. It was like the sidekicks, you know, they had their own thing, but by the time Teen Titans rolled out, a lot of those guys should not have been teens. Just saying, you know, Batman and Robin have been out for like 40 years. Like, oh yeah, I'm leader of Teen Titans. How old are you? I'm like 53. I'm about to, about to retire. Okay. We'll let him in. Yeah, weird stuff. Yeah, weird stuff. Yeah, I never liked the fact that they would change like the origin stories when they did different. Like, oh well, that's a different reality. This is a different story. Yeah, it's kind of like how they did with Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire movie, where they borrowed the powers from Spider-Man 2099, where he can make his own. He makes his own webbing in the like body as a byproduct of the spider, whereas every other Spider-Man in existence, makes web shooters because he doesn't produce his own webbing. But yeah, the 2099 one, because it was more of a genetic thing, which was weird when you think about it, but because it's always been a genetic thing. And I need a shotgun. All right, we're gonna go Ranger Assault. Yes, the Secret War. Was it Secret Wars or Crisis? It was Secret Wars. Crisis was a DC thing. Yeah, it was Secret Wars. And I think it's kind of funny because it's like he just found this black blob he was playing around with, and basically it joined. He'd been beat up pretty bad. His suit took a beating to the point it just had holes all in it all over the place. And this stuff just kind of melded with his suit, and it made a pretty cool look. So he's just like, yeah, what the heck, we'll take it, after very little experimentation on it. Yeah, see, and that was in the cartoon back in the 90s. That was where I think it originated in the cartoon, and they kind of put it in the comic books. But yeah, the Venom symbiote has different origins. It originally was from the Secret Wars. Don't really remember where it came from. It was just like a thing, And Peter Parker had been kind of playing around with it, and it took over, like, it just basically made his suit. And he's like, wow, this thing's amazing. So originally he just used it as, it was just a suit. But then they started doing the whole, oh, well, it's alive, and how much of Lucy's Mary Jane, though? I mean, she dated around. Depending on the comic book you read. Now, I really liked the Spider Girl they came out with. Not Spider Woman, but Spider Girl. This was Peter Parker's daughter. Long after he, like, quit being Spider-Man because he got too old. And yeah, she hit like her 18 to 20 college years there. And she knew that she, I mean, Dad always was watching out for her, kind of told her, but he was like, basically he told her, don't be a superhero because it's not worth it. That's basically what he got out of life. Like, don't be a superhero. It's not worth it. But he passed on to his kids, even though she had like, but what'd she do? She found an old uniform of his, doctored it a little bit, to make room for boobs. And she started being a spider person, started being a superhero. And Dad, she kept it secret because she didn't want Dad to know, because Dad wasn't going to be happy. But see, Peter Parker became a forensic scientist for the cops, which I think is funny. But, it worked. But like the couple comics I had, yeah, Mary Jane was the mom because this was a redheaded Spider Girl, you know. And they showed her, you know, Mary Jane, and you know, just because she gets found out because she's there was this guy that was breaking it, like he was in court, and so was Dad, you know. And this guy with these little bombs was like coming in, and they were trying to break this guy out of court, and she tries to stop him. And of course, Peter recognizes who she is because he knows she's got the genetics. Yeah. And at one point, he like helped her for a minute. It was funny. He's like, "Oh, Spider Girl, here, go that way," you know. Meanwhile, he's like catching bombs this guy was throwing. It was funny. Just trying to get that lady out of here. Like, get out of here. Eight left. A lot of good ammo over there. But yeah, that was cool. Yeah, Mary Jane dated around a lot. And in the cartoon, like in the 90s, they basically, like, she got abducted and they never really found her. They found a clone of her and then they did something else. And, you know, I mean, they ended that by opening a new series. I think at the end of it, she's like, oh, I found you, but now wait, I gotta go, you know, I gotta go on this rocket because the Venom and Carnage symbiote are on it and they're trying to take over another world. And it was weird. But yeah, the symbiote has many different origins, as well as do all of his offspring. Like originally, that was just the symbiote. And a lot of these ones you see were... Oh! We're gonna be like that, huh? I'm gonna... Yeah, I was gonna say, somebody's gonna find me. Curse you, golden woman. I was being attacked all around. Yeah, from photographer to scientist to forensics. I mean, technically, Peter Parker was always good in science class. I could totally see him being that. And, you know, his photography was basically to help him pay for college. So I could see him being a forensic scientist. But, like in all the comic books and whatnot, even the ones where he's like married to Mary Jane and grown and whatever, you don't really see him as anything but a photographer. You know, I don't remember him having like a day job, you know? That's weird too. It's like... I really don't remember him having a day job. Apparently it, you know, it pays enough to be a photojournalist. To, you know. But he should have did something like that. I mean, he was really smart with science. He really was. You probably thought Mary Jane was Firestar? I mean, you know, one redhead, they're all the same, right? Yeah, Angelica Jones, yeah. They were drawn semi the same for a while, you know. But yeah, Firestar, you don't even hear of anymore. She was in that. Honestly, I don't remember her much in the comics, and she was only in the cartoon that I remember. But you also had like Iceman as a backup because it was like, what the heck? But apparently, yeah, she was supposed to be an X-Men, but nobody really knows about Firestar. Spider-Man and Friends. That was a comic. That was a cartoon I woke up to on Saturday mornings. Pizza delivery guy. Or the swarm of bees that got touched by like a meteor that fell from the sky and basically like became the nuisance swarm. But yeah, that right there is like classic Super Friends. Because I think it was even like introduced by the same person, you know? But that's like the campy late 70s stuff that we used to just love, you know? But yeah, Spider-Man and his amazing friends, awesome. That was actually the first, I don't know if it's the first comic book that featured, or cartoon that featured them, but that was my first real introduction to the X-Men. Because they were on several episodes. And would do different things, you know? See, I don't remember. What was it? There was a couple of episodes where it was just like, it was Firestar and Bobby, you know? Or Angelica and Bobby, Firestar and Iceman. And they would be with the X-Men. And that's why, you know, they call it his amazing friends, because sometimes it'd be about Spider-Man, sometimes it'd be about the X-Men. And that was my first real big introduction to the X-Men, where I started learning about them, you know, Professor X, Colossus, you know. Still remember to this day that when crap, hold on. When Nightcrawler, you know, does his teleportation, that there's a smell of brimstone. It was all included in that comic book, or that cartoon. Every bit of it. They did a really good job. The one thing they didn't do real well to represent, though, in that cartoon, though, was Colossus. Because, I mean, he was good, and they had this deep, they had like a metallic-y kind of voice on it. But he wasn't Russian. Yeah, you don't see her in anything else, including comic books. So it's like she's, I mean, I have seen her a couple of times in a few like one-offs. But yeah, just in general, you do not see Angelica Jones. And I only remember her name because they had episodes where they would show her younger, and kids would be teasing her, call her Miss Angelica Jinx. I remember a lot of Fantastic Four cartoons. Now the older one, not as well. I mean, I remember I remember a few of the Doctor Dooms and whatnot. But yeah, they've had several of those. But yeah, that wasn't one that was on. See, another thing, like where I was, I mean, my stations might not have got it. I barely remember the old Fantastic Four, but I caught those more like reruns, like on Boomerang and stuff, you know. Hey, Sans, welcome. Yeah, the Herbie robot, yeah. He was in the cartoon quite a bit, actually. Or the comic books quite a bit. He's been revamped multiple times, though. I'm gonna burn you. I'm gonna burn you. I can't believe that actually used. I should have caught the bush on fire. I'm gonna shut up now. I don't need to be out there in that. I'm gonna run north. Forget this and forget that noise and yeah, and in the like in the comic books, we were talking about the symbiote. In the comic books, it was Reed Richards that actually helped Peter Parker get the symbiote off of him once he realized that it was like eating his or feeding on his like life essence. In the cartoon, they just made it to where like Peter Parker found out that it didn't like fire and basically noise. He was in a bell tower and the bells were ringing and the thing started going crazy and falling off of him. So they're like, oh, it's but in the comic books, it was Reed Richards that actually helped Peter Parker, and he held it in the lab for a while. But I remember What If, it was like, the What If was like Reed Richards held onto it, and because I forget, because I mean, eventually goes Eddie Brock and they become Venom. But yeah, it's like Reed Richards was like it had crossovers and talked to him about the science and whatnot. But yeah, in the What If, like what if the Venom symbiote had joined with the Hulk? Like it left Peter Parker, Reed Richards had it in a vat, like in a holding container, and somehow it got out. And it made its way through a couple of different people till it finally got on Bruce Banner, which, severely made him angry. Yeah, sound waves, yeah. So basically it was like that, I keep wanting to say thermal, but it's not. They call it something specific, and I forget. Forget what it's called. It's been a while since But yeah, basically like certain sound waves cause the goo to basically lose cohesion. Yeah. Harmonic residency or something. I forget what they actually called it. They call it something in the thing because it's like it has to be hit with. They call it something specific, but I forget the term they used, But yeah, that and fire, it basically would lose cohesion. Oh man, do I want that or the drum? I like my drum. I like my drum. Is this where we're headed? Looks like it so far. Need to get rid of this thing. You know, I've watched the first Venom movie. Can't even remember it because it was just not rememberable. It wasn't great. I didn't really care for what they did with the character. And the fact that you don't have the origin of being on Spider-Man to begin with kind of makes it pointless. Because the whole reason he was called Venom was because he was going to be poison to Spider-Man. And then I've watched like half the second one and just haven't felt the need to pick it up. I mean, I thought Woody Harrelson was going to be pretty good as, you know, Kane Cassidy there, but I mean, so far it was okay, but we just got to the point where he had bit him, and it's like, this is not a good story. I don't know why I keep watching it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get a good story. It's to be honest, I fell asleep during the first one. I had to rewatch the last part of it, and it was like, it's not memorable in my head. And the second one is almost as bad. It's like, I don't know who wrote these and was like, yeah, this is a good show, but it's just not. Because like another big thing I have is like, we don't actually know, as you're watching it on the screen, you know, Venom talks to Eddie a lot. Or I should say the symbiote. Technically, he's not doesn't have a name. But people have made it out towards like, oh, his name is Venom Symbiote. No. He's just a symbiote. He called himself Venom. Venom is actually the being with the two together. Because that's what they named themselves. You know, it doesn't actually have a name. Yeah, Carnage. That's his offspring there. But yeah, he like bit his hand and got some of his blood, aka also of some of the symbiote, in his system, and it's going to make a whole new symbiote out of it, making Carnage. Which I'm not going to say isn't. It's kind of how it was made in the comic book. The comic book, basically, they were cellmates for a while, and the symbiote was naturally reproducing, and well, I vaguely remember that in history, or, you know, like in trivia somewhere. But no, it's not something I regularly like remember. And that only goes to show you can't pick your family. Woody Harrelson seems like a really nice guy. He really does. I mean, he plays a lot of strange characters to be sure, but you know, even like when he was on Cheers, he played a pretty nice guy. Final four, here we go. Shut up, bird, you're giving me away. I don't know why that gets glitchy like that when you're... It's got to be part of the thermals. It's like it stutters. Yeah, what the heck? Yep, that was the end of that. Got him. Yeah. Yeah, he couldn't see me through the bush. That's good. He sort of knew where I was. Dropping off food and wine. Don't drop her too hard now. Yay! Hey, we get to go up one. Woohoo! Second dub of the day. All right. Go for one. Well, we'll do one more and then we'll probably get out of here. Unless I hear different from the wife. Can't tell if that was the neighbor or the wife coming in. Like, warn me. Am we good to go? We're back, boys. Yeah, tub number 2. Let's go for the trifecta. I'm feeling it, boys. I'm feeling it. See, the last season really threw me off. No build. Everybody was just kind of out for blood. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. But you got to get this. I just play regular, you know. They shouldn't have to cater the game to my wants or needs. So, you know, I don't mind playing with build, because especially the guys with build, they get cocky with their builds, and you can kind of sneak around and, you know, get them. So sometimes, most of the time, it works in your advantage for them to be building and you not. But yeah, just straight up regular, plain old Fortnite. No extra mods or taking away of nothing. We just do it straight up. And I just got to remember to play my stealth game. Because the problem is, like with this other season, especially with the no builds, I've had to get a little cocky here and there and jump out and take some kills when I could. And that's what's hurting me. Like, my biggest thing is if I shut up and just stay in my bush, we'll let them kill each other, you know, then I can come out and be like, wha-bam, at the end, see? And that's the way I've always played. So I just gotta kind of remember my own strategy when I'm playing, you know? And, you know, I'm not ever going to say, oh, I'm the greatest in all the land, but, you know, I do okay. Start getting a Bender complex, the greatest of all time. Of the whole universe. Nah, I'm never that. Never, ever, ever that. I like to think I do okay, and it's semi-entertaining to watch, so... Is that the combat? No, okay. Like, wait a minute, is that the combat? Mm-hmm. They need to redo that a little bit. Yeah, make it a different color, that's it. I really don't need all the shields. And I'm actually kind of enjoying the Ranger. I got a kill with it. Couple. Ooh, yeah, I gotta get my... Yeah, I gotta decide which one I want. Do I want the heals or do I want the... Do I want the kegger? Probably go kegger. Because I can throw it down and still shoot. But the other thing I don't like about it is, like, you throw it down, they know. Thermal? Okay, okay. Alright, we'll go thermal just so we can keep an eye on people. Somebody's shooting at me. I need to leave the area. Why are you not picking these up? You bring that ruckus. Oh, well, thank you, though. Yes, your donation is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Let's get out of here. They're being loud and proud. Top 50. Alright, man. Yeah, I should be on later. Not sure what I'm streaming yet, but we should be. I'll see you later, Baba. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I was about gonna say, wait a minute, what am I having for dinner? We got dinner figured out. It's Taco Tuesday. What we don't have figured out is what we're watching. Oh yeah, I gotta get the scoop too on things. Ugh. Private things you don't know about. Yeah, I'll try not, but if it comes up, I'm gonna be like, you gotta go down, boy. I need the dub. Shut that engine off. Come on, man. I felt the need to run. I don't know why. Probably because I wanted to get a better position. Hmm. Like the combat better. Combat SMG is superior to the Stinger. Change my mind. Oh crap. You know, I was heading that way anyway, but it's like, geez, man. Make me run it. Yeah, this is not a good game right here. Got a lot of running. Got a lot of running we gotta do. You know, and then I get all hot and sweaty and... You know, sometimes I miss my kill because, you know, I got sweat on the gun and my fingers slipped and... Gotta watch that, man. Come on, give me a bush. Oh, give me a bush where I can rest on my tush. And I won't be shot in the head. It's a new song we're coming out with. And there we go. Take a knee. Ow, my knee. Alright, yeah, we still got, what? Wow, 12, really? That is not many. Alright. As the storm's coming in, they'll probably pick themselves all right here. It'll be down to like 5, no problem. Just kind of monitor and... I sit right here with my thermal. Yep, man, we're down. And another one bites the dust. Dun, dun, dun. The storm's coming in. Good God. Shut up, bird. I don't like those things. They're noisy. Yep, here comes the storm. Okay. Oh boy. Let's get a move on. Real quick. There's a tank. No. You know he's gonna run right over me. Uh-oh. Seven left. Should have did that. Stop it. My itchy trigger. Whoa, there's a tank. My itchy trigger finger needs to stop. I just need to chill out. Nope, 6. Stay calm. Take it easy. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. We're good. There's a tank. Okay. We're good. We're fine. There's somebody with a car coming up. Are you coming out to get back in your car? Yes, okay. No, you two do what you're doing. Do what you're doing. Don't mind me at all. But got a javelin. Where are you shooting those from? I hear him. Yeah, let's not do that. Keep blowing up the tank. Yeah, good job, whoever you are. Down to 3, one there, and whoever this is. Over here. Wherever they are. Oh man, we gotta move. I don't want to move. Dangerous out there, game. Come on now. Yeah, I'm not ready to move. There's that guy. He's gonna take on the tank. I was gonna run up in him and kill his tank. Oh well. No, having a tank and just doing that, no. I needed to move, and unfortunately, he was just right there. Oh well. Oh well. Wait on my tacos now. Let's see. Oh, no taco news, no. All right, let's see. Let me go to the battle pass. See what new things. I've got to get, what, 5 more? Crap. What are the cheaps? Cheapest things of 5. See, eventually they make you buy everything. It's like, no. They should just continue doing it like they were. Like, you got to get your levels and you got to do, you know, your thing, because I don't want that. By the time you get done buying every... Oh, I could have bought that, I guess. No, I couldn't have because I'm not that high yet. So I gotta buy 4 more things and all of it's like 6s or 7s. Oh well. But you know what, boys? We got, what, 2 wins? We got 2 dubs today. I think we did good. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. It is Taco Tuesday and I'm ready for my tacos. Even though they are not here yet. But I had a good run. Hey guys, stay safe, stay healthy. Get out of the hospital if you can help it, and I will see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your Taco Tuesday. And I'll probably see you later this evening with another game. Take it easy.